Hey there, everybody. Well, it's here, like right around the corner. It's going to be 2025. How did that happen? 2024 was, let's just not even talk about that one. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's Tuesday. It is New Year's Eve. So I hope that however you celebrate, you will be happy and you will usher in the new year in fabulous ways. Now, fabulous ways to me means staying home and going to bed early. So, yay! All right, we have two new journals to go into the Etsy store. They're already in the Etsy store. So, if you see something you like, then grab it real quick. I am just overwhelmed at the love for the last two books. They flew off the shelf and I was like, yes, I was so happy. Thank you guys so much. These are not the only things that I have in the shop right now, so do take a look and see if something strikes your fancy for 2025. These are creative journals. You guys have been with me for a while and I appreciate it. These are transformed books. They are completely reimagined food packaging. I cover them with fabric and then we fancy them up on the inside. They have a wrapped binding here so you can take things in and out. They also come with creative clusters. Creative clusters are meant to allow you, encourage you to quick start your art. Sometimes when we get into, sometimes we just want to do something. We just want to start. And these books are perfect ways to just get it going. Just do something. They're a really great warm up in the morning. They also make a really nice cool down at night because they are, you've got an art studio in a book. That makes them really easy to use in different spaces. Let's suppose you like to journal, on your sofa. Maybe even as you're watching the telly, you like to journal. And these are the perfect accompaniments to that sort of evening. Maybe you like to kind of go to bed early and cozy down and kind of get your journal out and see what's going on, because it is all concise. All together, it makes a really fun project. Anytime, anywhere, any place. We start off with Love This, and I've done some stamped images here. I think you'll enjoy them. We also have a sweet pocket. Each of these journals, you guys, have a planner. So this is your project planner. And it is a great way to keep up with what you're doing in your book and have fun with it and be able to, if you're like watching YouTube and you're like, oh, that's a fun idea for a journal page, then you can get out your mini planner and note that in the planner. So I think that is a lot of fun. We've got tags in here for you to play with. We've got signatures that are chock full of all kinds of papers. Papers range from cardstock to regular craft paper to vintage kind of imagery. And this circulatory system is vintage imagery. I arrange things in the journal so they kind of go together. As you flip through, you'll go, oh, okay, so this is a blue, a dark blue, cobalt blue. This is the blue, this is blue. This is blue. It makes it easy to grab a few pages out of here and get going on a project. A lot of times I get stuck. And it's like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know a project to make. I don't know what I want to do. And this cuts through the crap. The crap you tell yourself, oh, I can't do it. The crap that you tell yourself, oh, it's too hard. The crap you tell yourself, oh, it's going to take up too much time. You know what? With a journal like this, it is almost done for you, right? Pick out the things in the pocket. I promise you, it's such fun imagery to work with. You might have cutouts. You might have vintage things to work with. You might have color blocks to work with. Words. Words are wonderful prompts, and they are scattered through your journal. I really like this cluster because it's a music cluster. As you guys know, I was a music person for, oh my gosh, so long. Such a music person. So we've got some of Chris's. He uses earthwood 80/20 bronze guitar strings on his acoustic. So I think that those packages that his strings come in are just so interesting. This says entertainment. It calls to mind, were you ever an entertainer? And if you're an entertainer, that means, were you the kid that did cheering? Were you the kid that loved drama? Were you the kid that was in a rhythm band? Entertainment has been such a giant part of my life. It was hard to not be there anymore. It was also impossible to be there because in 2020, everything went belly up. You guys have heard me talk about this before. There's a chicken journal in here for you to have fun with. This was made by Miss Crawford, who is doing well. We're happy to report. Look at this botanical, guys. I'll show you this. Is that not the coolest, like, beetlebug botanical print right there? Well, it's not a print. It's from an actual book, so it's really super cool. Anyway, so, when that happened, I had to reinvent myself and my fortunes, which I thought I was going to make a fortune, and then I did not. It was like, dang it. I love this little cluster right here. She's screaming. I have been there, done that. I know exactly what that feels like. And she probably needs to change her attitude. If you like to write stories, if you like to write poems, if you like to write books, then a prompt like this is for you. You can see how the prompts supply you with an idea, not just for putting things together, right? Not just for getting out your glue stick and doing a collage or pulling some things out to make a sweet little greeting card. But you can see how the prompts and the words work together to stimulate your thinking processes. I think as I get older, I am terrified of losing my thinking processes, especially because of my dad, who does not know who we are. I can't remember anything about his life, and he's like 87, and it's disturbing. I don't want to be like that. So a book like this will stimulate you, right? It'll stimulate your thinking, your creativity, your ability to work through a problem. Because when you look at a cluster, it's not a problem, but it's like this thing to be solved, right? It is like a puzzle to work out for yourself and see what you could do with those elements. I encourage people to just flip through here and play with the clusters and then pair it with some of these pages. You guys can make beautiful journals. You can make beautiful art. This says Sunday. I love that right there. And it stimulates your senses. It makes you think. It is good for your brain. It is good for your psyche. It is good for your eyeballs because you're going to create something so beautiful. And it's going to be quick, and it's going to be easy, and it's not going to be tedious, and you're not going to have to go to your stash because your stash is right here, my friends. Right here is your stash. I love the way this cluster came together. I am blessed to have people who cut things out for me, and just like yesterday, my hands stopped working. I have difficulty with my hands because they've been super busy. They were guitar players and they moved a lot of equipment and they did things and they changed diapers and they fed babies and things like that. So, you know, I think sometimes you kind of start just losing a little bit, you know, in your hand energy. But, you know, Miss Crawford is awesome to us. I got a note from another lady who said she was going to contribute some things. And I'm just like, yay, it's awesome. So I can keep working. And when you guys bless me, we bless other people. I think that it is, you know, those blessings really do have to go around and around and around in this old world. This is called Be True to Yourself. I think that's really important. As we kind of go down the age path, first, you know, we first start out with, hey, I don't know who I am. You know, I'm 15. I don't know who I am. I don't even know what I like. I don't know anything about the world. I think that was true for when I was growing up, but I think that kids are a whole lot more savvy now. So be true to yourself, especially as we age and as we you know, don't have like those family kind of responsibilities anymore as our kids grow up and leave home and establish homes of their own. It's like, now I remember that Betsy Boo always loved the color pink, but dang it, if I can't remember what color I liked. What was my favorite color? What did I like to do? What did I like to see? What did I like to watch? I think we lose our identities as we marry and as we bring up children. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's your time, so you be true to yourself. We start out with the cluster ideas. I think you'll like it. We've got some purple going on in this cluster. I really love these little mini books that are interspersed through here, you guys. They might be like a journal. They might be like a vertical book. I'll show you. I think I probably got vertical books in here. You've got prompts to play with. You can re-energize some magazines just by looking through here, y'all. There are a lot of ideas about how to use magazine pages. This is another little mini book right here. This says Saturday. I was thinking not long ago, I was like, oh my gosh, Saturdays used to be so exciting because you didn't have to go to school and you didn't have any responsibilities. And we would go to Hardee's and we would ride around in somebody's car, just ride around Hardee's. Are you raising your hand right now? Did you do that? Was it McDonald's? Was it Dairy Queen? Was it Whataburger? What did you do? I really love the way this cluster came together as well. It says home. There's a butterfly. There's some birds flying back here. And it has an orange tag with fiber on it because fiber's fun, right? So you can just jump into your creativity really, really quickly. Anything can be a prompt. Anything your little eyes see. This is one of the vertical books that I was talking about. So, you know, it's a flip book. You can journal about what you're doing in your creative journal every day, or, you know, maybe you're saving it for special occasions. This is a great coffee journal. You can really get started in the morning. This one says after. I think that my spirit animal this year is an owl. I've been having, in the morning when I get up, like at 5 a.m., there are owls calling to each other, and I started to read about owls, and it is their mating season. I think that the call that they give to each other is so intriguing, and so I could just listen to birds, especially owls and things like that, all day long. I love birds. I did download the Cornell University bird something, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I love it. You've got plenty of spaces, guys. Don't forget this. To write, to journal, to spill your troubles onto a page. I think The Artist's Way, which is a great book, encourages us to do morning pages. And morning pages are like a spillage kind of thing where you just spill all your troubles out. I'm not sure I want to start the day like that. I don't start the day like that. I start the day with prayer and gratitude. Prayer happens as I'm waking up in the bed. A lot of times, Seuss wakes me up and I have to get straight up. And in that case, then the prayer comes, as I'm starting to wake up. And I will tell you, it takes me a heck of a long time to wake up. So I do a lot of praying in the morning over my coffee. Another pocket for you to play with. I love this one, guys. It says alive. This guy's name is maybe Jules Chandler Harris. You can make up a whole story about Jules Chandler Harris. Maybe he was an artist. Maybe he traveled to Africa. Maybe he did all these drawings and paintings, and maybe he disappeared. And oh gosh, 2 years later he was found alive and living with people in Africa, and he would have been doing his art and right, lots of things to spur your imagination, to make you think, to make you create. I really like that little vintage piece right there too. Whoops, I don't know what she's doing in here. She went overboard. She wants to be part of this journey. Don't worry, baby, I'll put you back in here. Another earthwood strings. You've got some vintage bookkeeping paper. I took bookkeeping in high school. It did me absolutely no good at all. I did learn with bookkeeping to keep good records, but all the math, you guys know that I don't do math. I don't like math. Are we there yet? I love that image. So you've got tons of things to play with. Look at that. Seashells, a beautiful Hawaiian girl, a wonderful beach, cattle brands. This is a vintage piece as well. Another one of the vertical books. They're so much fun. You could do little gifts, right? You could make, use a vertical book or use one of the journals to make a gift for someone for the new year. And this one has another journal right here. So lots and lots of journals in that one. We got to put this baby somewhere because she jumped out and she didn't want to. There we go. Now everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. These are really big journals, you guys. We forgot to do our measurements. Let's just check it out. Let's see how big these are. These are 5. This one's 5. And this one's like 4 1/4. All right, guys. Like I said, these are already in the shop. Do check them out. And, if you haven't joined us at Patreon, we've got a free Patreon going on where you can get lots and lots of content, lots and lots of printables, lots and lots of things that I do not share on YouTube. So if you're looking for a more personal experience, hop on over to Patreon. I've got that linked in the description box below. And join us for 2025. Thanks a lot, y'all. Happy New Year. See you later. Bye.